Assalamu alaikum. Hello learners, you are welcome to my biology class. Today our topic is absorption of water and minerals. Absorption of water and minerals are basically different. Absorption of water and absorption of minerals occur in two different ways. Absorption of water, we know plant basically absorb water from root through root, and this water reaches to the leaf. And how this water reaches to the leaf? As diffusion pressure deficit develop between leaf and root, diffusion pressure deficit develop in between leaf and root, that's why water from soil through root hair reaches to the leaf. And another causes is transpiration. As byproduct, water is also produced in leaf. Excess water, this excess water get released by the process of transpiration. This water, as a result, diffusion pressure deficit in between root and leaf. Now, this magnifying figure of this root and here water. The water in between, these are soil particles. Water in between soil particles is known as capillary water. This capillary water, this water molecule first enters into root hair. From root hair, this water enters into epidermis, the cell of first layer of root, epidermis. Then this water enters into cortex region. After cortex region, this water enters into endodermis. After endodermis, next layer of cell is pericycle. After pericycle, this water reaches to the xylem vessel. This cell are vessel. So, using the flow chart, we can write water soil, water enters into root hair, then epidermis, then cortex, then endodermis, then pericycle, after that vessel. And this vessel, xylem vessel, transport this water to the leaf, and where water is used to produce food. This is the flow chart of transporting water from soil to the leaf. Now, absorption of mineral salts. I have already told that absorption of water and mineral salts occurs into different ways. Mineral salts basically enter into the root or plant along with water. Mineral salts basically mixed with water and enters into the plant body through root hair, and basically meristematic region of root is the main reason for the absorption of mineral salts. Root tip or root cap, this region of plant is known as meristematic region of root, and through this meristematic region most of the mineral salts enters into the plant body, and mineral salts basically absorbed by plant body as ion. You know, one salt contains two ions, anion and cation. So water salt basically absorbed as ion. And absorption of mineral salts occurs in two ways. Passive absorption of mineral salts occurs through root hair by the process of imbibition and osmosis. You have already known that the process of imbibition and osmosis is the basically imbibition is the absorption of water by the colloidal substance, and osmosis movement of water molecule from lower concentration to higher concentration through a selectively permeable membrane or semi-permeable membrane. Here no metabolic energy is required for the absorption of mineral salts. That's why it is known as passive absorption. Now active absorption, mineral salts are absorbed by the plants and actively by using metabolic energy. As metabolic energy is used to absorb mineral salts, that's why it is known as active absorption. Now, from my total discussion, we can say absorption of water and mineral salts occurs in two different ways, and basically absorption of water, basically if I explain with a flow chart, I can say so from water from soil enters into root hair, then endodermis, then cortex, then epidermis, cortex, endodermis, then pericycle, vessel, and after reaching to the vessel, this vessel transport water to the leaves. Now absorption of mineral salts, two types, passive absorption and active absorption. Passive absorption basically occurs without using any metabolic energy, and active absorption occurs using metabolic energy. In higher class you will learn more from about this absorption of mineral salts. Basically many theory of absorption of mineral salts prevail there, and you can learn more in higher class. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.